Hi, this is Paul. This video. First, I was going to actually wait to do this video earlier this weekend, but I decided to wait till after the second Super Tuesday. Okay, now let me be perfectly honest. Uh, I wasn't rooting for Bernie to win because I do think Joe Biden has lost a little bit off his fastball, to use a polite term. I think he may be a little senile. Okay, I'm just to be perfectly honest and give you my opinion about what I think about that. So that's why I was kind of hoping Bernie would win, but he got he got squashed in Super Tuesday, first Super Tuesday, and then he lost again last night. And but the thing I wanted to talk about specifically was the Young Turks, and I like the Young Turks. I really do. I watch their content probably mostly every day, at least a couple of days a week. I watch their content. I really like the host, Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian, and I like most of the hosts they have on the show. But the complete meltdown that Cenk Uygur had last week was embarrassing. Okay, that was embarrassing. Okay, and I know they like to say the media, and I know the media can manipulate things to a certain extent, but the way he was going off last week saying, "Oh, the media lied," the media, you can say the media lied all they want to, but basically you're disrespecting all the people that voted for Joe Biden. That's what you're really doing. You're disrespecting, saying, "Oh, they don't know what they're doing. Joe Biden's a liar. He's worked against them. They don't know the real story." Like they're basically insulting the people that voted for him. Basically, you're calling them idiots. Is basically you're saying, for lack of a better word, you're calling them idiots and morons that they don't know what's best for them. Okay, you basically, and that's to me that's insulting. Okay, I was hoping that Bernie would win the nomination. I really did because I think Bernie is on the ball and he has a lot of bright, fresh ideas. So I did want him to get the nomination, but it looks like he's not going to get it. Okay, he has a problem with older black voters. They don't, they feel comfortable with him for whatever reason. Okay, I know Bernie gets the younger people voting for him, the younger blacks, you got heavy Hispanic voters for him, but for some reason with the older black voters, for some reason they don't click with Bernie, for whatever the reason. And like I said, I'm not a political expert, so I can't tell you why he's not clicking with them, but he's just not. And they overwhelmingly voted for Biden because, like I said, they feel he can beat Trump, even though, like I said, I think he is, I think he's a little off. And but like I was telling a guy at work when we were talking about this, I said I don't care if during the debate if Biden wins the nomination. And remember, there's a debate coming up, I think, on Sunday between just Biden and Bernie. But my feeling on it is that it's not really going to change anything. Even if Bernie wipes his clock, I still think Biden's going to get the nomination because everybody is coming around and coalescing on him. That's not progressive. So I think he's going to get the nomination. I think it's just inevitable. Okay, and I think what they should do, what Biden should do, is reach out to the Biden people and take a few of his ideas and try to implement them. Okay, to get the party to come together. But but what I was saying again about JU, the way he was just going nuts. Said this is the end game. This, come on, you're being overly dramatic. Okay, and basically losing it. And you did the same thing again last night when Bernie lost, he lost Michigan, which he was kind of counting on to be the big thing. And I know he put a lot of a lot of effort into winning that state, but he lost. Okay, and then they were going, oh, basically, and him and Anna last night just again flipping out, saying, oh, the people don't, basically insulting the people. The people don't know what's good for them. You're insulting the people that voted for Biden by saying they got easily manipulated by the media, like they're stupid, that they can't make up their minds. Okay, that to me that's an insult. You're insulting those voters that voted for Biden. And like I said, I think Bernie has, like I said, I think Bernie has great ideas, and I really wish for his vice presidential pick, whoever that person is a progressive. Whoever that person is, implement some of these ideas. Okay, like Bernie has some great ideas, and I think Biden should try to implement some of those ideas and reach out to the Sanders folk because I think those and what I heard last night again, uh, it's a show called The Hill. I forgot. It's hosted by a woman and a man, and I forgive me for not remembering their names. Crystal Ball, I think that's her name. Crystal Ball, that's the woman. I think I can't remember the guy's name, but she was saying basically that she was discouraged by what happened, and she feels like she's going to vote. She's going to leave the name blank because she can't see herself voting for Biden. And Cenk Uygur was, I guess, in a moment of clarity, was saying, "Listen, you can't do that." Okay, he said because there's no way, and I see a lot of people in the responses, and young people saying, "Oh, this is a sham. We're not going to vote for Biden. I'm going to vote for Trump." Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, we need to get this moron out of the office who's damaging this democracy. And you rather just but Sanders didn't win, you really are gonna cut off your nose to spite your face, okay? And all the women that sacrifice themselves to get women to vote, and in the crystal ball, you're gonna say you're gonna leave it blank. That's retarded. Okay, that's a waste of a vote. All these women that sacrifice and made efforts for women to have the right to vote, you're insulting them by saying that. Okay, just because things didn't work out the way you wanted them to, okay, that means you act like a spoiled brat and say that you don't want to vote. You're not going to vote for Biden. If you don't want, okay, don't. But vote. Okay, don't leave it blank. Okay, I would prefer you not vote for Trump because I think that's an idiotic thing to do. Like I said, cutting off your nose to spite your face. I think that's stupid. If you want to vote independent or do a write-in candidate, because I think you may be able to do that. Do that. Okay, but if you don't want to vote for Biden, that's your right. But don't leave it blank. That's an insult to the people that sacrificed for you to have that right to vote. Okay, so don't do that. That's retarded. Okay, and like I told this, I think I said this before, but I mean, because I think I forgot. But I mentioned it to a friend at work. I said I don't care because Trump is on the ball and Trump is going to try to insult Biden left and right. And now up until the debate, and he will. But I said I don't care if Trump takes Joe Biden and put him on his knee and works him like Charlie McCarthy. Okay, I still voting for Biden because I want Trump gone. Okay, he's doing so much damage to this democracy in this United States. I want him gone. I want him finished. Okay, I want him in handcuffs at the end of his term. Okay, and to do that, you have to vote for Biden. Okay, in my opinion, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, even though I wanted Bernie to win, I really did because I think he had a lot of fresh ideas, but for whatever reason, he doesn't connect with the older voters, and the older voters, black voters, they wanted to vote for Biden, and that's what they did. So I think it's an insult when you disparage them and say, "Oh, the media manipulate them like they were idiots. They can't think for themselves. There's all this negative Bernie coverage. All kinds of excuses for why Bernie didn't get the votes and win those states that he needed to win. Because we were riding high when he won those first three states. And he had no problem. So, you're gonna wipe it, and then you just completely flipped out, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, I like the Young Turks and stuff for the most part, but that was just ridiculous, uncalled for, Jink. You basically were insulting those voters that voted for Biden. You are, okay? And you're saying the media manipulated them, like they had no brains, they can't think of it for themselves. Yes, I know the media is biased in certain ways, just like Fox is biased in their own way as well, okay? And basically what they were doing after these last Super Tuesday, they were basically giving Trump his talking points, saying, "Oh, Biden's a liar. He did this and he's this. He has dementia. He's going to lose to Trump." You're making all these anti-Biden videos, basically just giving Trump ammunition. Basically, is what you're doing. Okay, which makes no sense to me. Okay, but Sanders lost. Deal with it. Okay, if he wants to start, and I think he is starting an important movement. But I think maybe you need a new face for that movement that he wants to. Like I wouldn't even mind Alexander Ocasio-Cortez. I'm sorry, AOC. Let me just call it AOC. Probably butcher her name even more. But maybe I think maybe you need somebody younger and somebody that can actually reach older black voters that will vote. Okay. I think they just screwed up. And all these people that saying, "Oh, I'm never going to vote for Biden," pissed off and all this. Okay, this wasn't like 2016. And I think you had a legitimate claim because Clinton got all these super delegates to pledge to her ahead of time, no matter what was going to happen with Bernie, no matter how many states he won. She in their Clintonist way, got them to all those super delegates to vote for her, which I thought was totally unfair. Okay, that's why I have no sympathy for Hillary Clinton. She really needs to go away and shut up. Okay, talk about nobody likes Bernie. She needs to shut up. Okay, and then her and her husband, Bill Clinton, going on TV talking about the affair with Monica Lewinsky. He needs to shut up too. Okay, because you basically ruined Monica Lewinsky's life. I know she's an adult and stuff, but you had the power. Okay, and you took advantage of that. Okay, and you really are I have zero respect for you for that alone. Okay, I thought you were a decent president, but when you just said that stupid ass comment that you needed her to relax your anxieties, that was beyond stupid. Okay, that's beyond stupid and pathetic. Okay, you've ruined Monica Lewinsky's life. okay, because you couldn't keep it in your pants, okay? You were under anxiety. You know, how about doing this? Do what I do. Watch some porn, okay? Or better yet, sleep with your wife, okay, if you got anxieties, okay? That was the dumbest thing I ever heard from them. So screw the Clintons. But more importantly, like I said, this determined, I know this video is going long, and this is probably the only video I make today, but I wanted to get it out because I just thought that Cenk Uygur just went beyond the pale with his ranting and raving. Okay, and like I said, I like the Young Turks and everything, but they're not infallible. Okay, okay, they make mistakes. Okay, and Cenk Uygur was the same one that said Trump was going to leave office. Okay, that he wouldn't finish his term, and he was wrong with that prediction, just like he was wrong saying that Bernie Sanders was going to win the nomination. You're wrong. You're wrong. Admit you're wrong and move on. Okay, don't tear down the other guy just because you're having a mini meltdown. Okay, not to mention he lost his own race he was running for Congress, but that's another separate issue. But to have this complete meltdown, okay, frankly was embarrassing. And thank God Mankiewicz was there to try to rein you in a little bit, but you were still out of control. Okay, just saying all those disparaging things and basically insulting those voters that voted for Biden. That's what you were doing, and basically saying the media was manipulating them. They don't know what they're doing, and Anna Kasparian, they don't know, they're working against their own interests. Please, okay, stop insulting those people that voted. Okay, they voted for who they wanted to vote, and then this time they wanted Biden. Okay, accept it and move on. Okay, and don't act like spoiled brats and say, oh, I'm gonna vote for Biden, I'm gonna stay home, oh, I'm gonna vote for Trump. Okay, yeah, go ahead and vote for Trump, you idiots. Okay, that's do something really stupid, or leave it blank, like this dumb lady Crystal Ball said. That's beyond stupid to say that you're gonna vote for, you're gonna leave it blank. All those women that sacrifice, vote. If you don't like Biden, sure, vote for somebody else. I think if you vote for Trump, you're a moron. But if you want to do that, or vote for an independent, or do a write-in candidate, because I think he may be able to do that. I'm not sure about that, but at least do that. At least vote. Okay, don't waste all those women that sacrifice for you to get the right to vote. Okay, just because you're butthurt that your candidate didn't win. Okay, deal with it. Okay, and like I said, I like Bernie, and it's just a shame that he it looks like he won't be nominated. I know he made a speech today saying he's not going to quit. He's going to move on, push on. Go ahead, exactly. That's your right, Bernie. Do that. Push on until the next caucuses and stuff are over, and then see where you are. Okay, after the debate that comes up on Sunday, and see how you are. But I think it's inevitable that Biden's going to win, and I hope for his sake he can bring the Democratic Party together, and maybe, like I said, pick a progressive if he can. Okay, and even if you don't pick a progressive, take some of those ideas that Bernie Sanders has some really good at: forgiving student loans, debt. Okay, and I know the healthcare thing is always so complicated, medical for all, but I think we are moving towards that. And if you can do some kind of variation on that, okay, I think that would be great. But you got to give the progressives something, okay, something to get them into the tent, okay, and tell them, listen, we're on your side. Our main objective is to get Trump out of office, okay, and that's the primary goal. And I will work with you progressives to get to give you some of those things that you desire, okay, along with other practical things. And again, and like I said, even if Bernie won the nomination, do you actually think if he won a nomination and let's say Democrats kept the House, but they still didn't win the Senate, all those great ideas would never go anywhere because Mitch McConnell or whoever the Senate leader would be at that time, if it's a Republican, is going to just kill the bills anyway. Okay, so that's why I think it's important that you try to flip the Senate. Okay, and you can only do that as a united party and try to control the Senate, so you control the Senate and the House, and then you can implement some of these ideas that Bernie has, which I think are really good ideas. Okay, but that's my main focus on this video, and I'm sorry this video is kind of long. This is probably the longest video I've done on this channel in a long time, but I wanted to do this video because I just thought Cenk Uygur, this flipping out like that was just beyond retarded. Okay, and basically you're insulting the viewers and saying this is the end game. You're being overly dramatic, okay, and saying this is the end game, and we didn't start this war, they started the war. Well, come on, please calm down, okay. Okay, and like I said, all those Bernie supporters, okay, if you're gonna sit out and sit home and be spoiled brats about it, okay, all these people sacrifice for you to have the right to vote. Get out there and vote. Even if you don't vote for Biden, get out there and vote. But like I said, you will waste your vote voting for Trump because you're pissed off. I think that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Okay, and I think you're morons if you do that. Just because you don't like Biden, you're gonna vote for Trump. That would be idiotic. Or stay home. Okay, that's a waste of time. people sacrifice for you to have that right to express yourself or do. Like I said, you want to vote for independent, vote for independent. You want to do a write-in candidate, which I think you may be able to do that. But do not stay home, okay, and vote for Trump because you're pissed off. That to me is idiotic. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think of. I guess I don't know what I'm going to title this video because I've touched on a lot of subjects, but I guess maybe I'll say Super Tuesday, Young Turks Meltdown, Biden, Sanders. I'll name it something. Okay. Just let me know how you feel about what I'm saying. And I just wanted to make this video. Like I said, I was thinking about making a video early on this weekend, but I didn't have the time. But I think this video after Super Tuesday is kind of apropos, and I wanted to just get my thoughts out on the whole election on the Democratic side and stuff, and a few things I had on my chest. Okay, so anyway, let me know what your thoughts are below, and maybe we can have an interesting discussion about this. Okay, and this is Paul saying so long and take care.